Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I am going to do your June the 2nd just for today in a meditation. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com or leave a comment down below. And as soon as I see it, I will respond. I promise. As soon as I see it, I will respond. Okay, the title of the meditation is Sick and Tired. We wanted an easy way out. When we did seek help, we were only looking for the absence of pain. That comes from our basic text, page 5. Something's not working. In fact, something's been wrong for a long time, causing us pain and complicating our lives. The problem is that at any given moment, it always appears easier to continue bearing the pain of our defects than to submit to the total upheaval involved in changing the way we live. We may long to be free of pain, but only rarely are we willing to do what's truly necessary to remove the source of pain from our lives. Most of us didn't begin seeking recovery from addiction until we were sick and tired of being tired and sick. The same is true of the lingering character defects we carried through our lives. Only when we can't bear our shortcomings one moment longer, only when we know that the pain of change can't be as bad as the pain we're in today, are most of us willing to try something different. Thankfully, the steps are always there, no matter what we're sick and tired of. The irony is that as soon as we make the decision to begin the 12-step process, we realize our fears of change are groundless. The steps offer a gentle program of change, one step at a time. No single step is so frightening that we can't work it by itself. As we apply the steps to our lives, we experience a change that frees us. Just for today, no matter what prevents me from living a full, happy life, I know the program can help me change a step at a time. I need not be afraid of the 12 steps. Let's take a moment of silence followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please, and thank you. Powerful meditation, sick and tired. This meditation is a beautiful one to reflect on, and it's one of the ones that I would recommend that we fold the page over or put a 5-star on, because it really simplifies this concept of being defeated, this concept of having the gift of desperation, this concept of being sick and tired of being tired and sick. When is enough enough enough? That's a question I have to ask myself. When is enough enough? When I am tired of the pain that I am suffering, I'm sure to change it. I don't know anyone that holds their hand to the fire and just leaves it there. Most people, whether they're intellectually endowed or not, most people, if they touch something that is burning them, like fire, they will instinctively, unless they have a sensory issue, they will instinctively remove their hand from the fire. It's innate. But here's the thing, some kind of way through the disease of addiction, there's this convoluted thought that this pain is endurable. This is not real fire. It's not causing me detriment. It's not hurting the people around me that bad. Oh, I can handle this a little bit more. And sometimes we never actually live to see another day. Most of us do, granted, but it's another day into the same type of behavior that we have had. And if it's not actively using, right? Because hopefully at this point we've come away from the relapses, the lapses. Hopefully we have come away from that because if you're listening 9 times out of 10, right now you are clean. We don't have to go backwards. One is too many and 1,000 is never enough. And that's with anything. That's with the drugs. That's with the behaviors. When is enough pain enough pain? I remember this guy telling me one time, this is when I married that newcomer. And I had just divorced someone within a year, right? Within a year, I had just shared at meetings, sobbing and crying and boo-hooing and ballywagging about a divorce. I go to one doggone convention, see one beautiful newcomer, bodybuilder, handsome, and I immediately start in with my character defects. End up having this guy as a husband that was the husband from Elm Street. It was a total, and I do mean total nightmare. That's one time I went to touch the fire and I paid a high price for that touch, right? And I remember this guy in the program, which was kind of comical because he had just married someone that was going to give him HE double hockey stick too, right? But he said to me, he said, "You stupid," and I was like, "Oh, how dare how." I was offended at some dance, some NA dance. And I made the comment that I thought that he was more stupid than I was. And it would just be a matter of time before it was revealed who was more stupid. Well, my marriage crashed way faster than his did, but his did too, right? And I remember asking him, why would you use that term? Why would you call someone stupid? Like, I mean, why would you just say that to my face like that? And he's like, girl, look, your picker is off. You don't know nothing about picking them. Your picker is broke. And I was like, I really don't think that he knew that much about me. But if you heard me share at meetings, relationships were a terribly painful area. I mean, seriously, a huge stumbling block for me. I got tired of the devastation. I got tired of having clean time and sounding like a fool at meetings, sharing about the same repetitive behavior surrounding some handsome man that swept me off my feet that I was going to marry and make babies with, right? Over and over and over again. And something just clicked in me. If he thinks that, how many other people are thinking that, but don't say anything? And I made up in my mind that this was enough. This needs to be dealt with. There was one other stupid relationship after that marriage failed. One other stupid relationship that lasted 4 months. The guy had a lot of clean time and he was so abusive. 4 months. And I said, whether they have clean time or no, or no clean time, it doesn't seem like I know how to pick them. But you know what was broke? it wasn't just so much that my picker was broke, I was broke. I was not doing the work that I needed to do. I can't tell you how many years I stayed by myself until I married my husband, who also happens to be in recovery. And then that's a long story too. But the point is that I decided to change my insides so that my actions would also change. It's an inside job. It always has been and it always will be. Now, that's my own personal experience about being sick and tired of being tired and sick. What is yours? Because one of the things that helps us to make change, as I indicated, I wasn't working on anything. Writing the steps, working the steps. I had attempted, I had approached it, but honestly, it was the furthest thing from my mind. It wasn't until I'll just say, I've been clean, not quite 10 years, but very close before I actually started to take writing the steps and working with a sponsor seriously. My clean time and my recovery time are not the same. I might have been clean, but I was not involved with the process of recovery for almost 10 years. And that's 10 years of chaos, 10 years of leaving dead bodies in the fellowship and in society behind my bad behavior, injuring people in and out of the program. Almost a decade of stupidity. Serious. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you. I hope that you will have a beautiful day on purpose. I know I gave you all a lot to think about, but it is an inside job. And I know that you can do it because I have had to do it because the pain of staying the same got to be too great. The pain of change was a lot less. And common sense will tell a person if doing the same thing over and over has not gotten you any further down the road than you are, then maybe you need to stop. But you're not going to stop by wishing it away. It's going to come with work, rolling up your sleeves, and getting busy in the program of Narcotics Anonymous. Have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to. Talk to you soon.